This Liberty Sports Update is brought to you by Beacon Credit Union.
Guys, we'll just go ahead and start with questions. If you got a question for Flames wide receiver Demario Douglas, use the raise hand option. Demario had a 73-yard punt return for a touchdown last week against ULM. First question comes from Damian Sordelette in the Lynchburg News in Advance.
Demario, 3 special teams touchdowns on Saturday. After some lackluster weeks, how good did it feel to have a performance like that and to showcase that side of the ball can be a strength of this team moving forward?
It felt great. When y'all told me it haven't been a return since 2015, it made me feel good. Like I'm not gonna stop here, but I need push it more. The punt return, I give props to the blocker. Without them, I couldn't return it. So I give all my props to the blockers.
Next up, John Manson from A Sea of Red.
Hey, Demario, Coach Burns was telling us yesterday that you were the scout team punt returner last season. Just wondering, how much punt return action did you get in high school? When did you start returning punts?
Well, I did, kick return and punt return in high school at Mandarin, and college is a little different. Higher, further. In high school, I didn't really, I used to let it bounce. As of being into the practice punt return, I got used to catching it. So now I don't. I learned to feel every ball.
Next question is Ryan Moy from FXR in Roanoke.
Hey, Demario, how you doing, man?
Good.
Just talk a little bit about the chemistry that you guys have, because it just seemed like one stop after another, y'all just kept on gelling even closer and closer together. Talk a little bit about the chemistry that you guys have off the field and how that kind of showed out on Saturday.
Well, as we're in the bubble, that made us closer. So we can't hang out with people outside the bubble. So this bubble actually made us closer. So we're hanging out with each other. We're staying with each other, and it's building a bond. So with each other, that I feel like that's what's making us play together. So that goes along with what we say, tougher together.
Demario, I got a question for you. Looking ahead to this game on Saturday, a big opportunity against Syracuse, an ACC school on the road. You guys feel like that you're up for the challenge?
Yes, sir. I never doubt Coach Burns. Coach Burns always has the game plan. If we have MAs, you will see he will show us where it's just that one person, or it's just somebody didn't do what he said, and it'd be that gap that he said that wasn't, say on kickoff. It'd be that gap. So for punt return, if one person mess up, it'll look discombobulated. But if everybody on their blocks, as he says, as of what happened in UL Monroe, everything will work out.
What about just playing an ACC team on the road and going up against some strong competition? You guys so far have been able to play at home a lot. Are you ready for the challenge of going and playing on the road, especially against an ACC team?
Oh yes, sir. Last year they beat us 24-0, so that stuck with us. So we've been ready for this team. For this game. So we practicing hard. We didn't take no other game differently, but it's this game means a lot because they beat us 24-0 at our home, so it's very different.
Thanks. Let's go to Damian again.
And Demario, you didn't get a chance to play in that game last year, but what do you remember on the sidelines of that experience of playing them, a top 25 team? And is there anything you can take away from that game that you can bring in as energy, motivation for this matchup?
I would say we had the chance to go 10. We had the chance to it'd be 10-0 at half, but some things happen, but obviously we can't control that. But this year we tend to come out and don't let our foot off the gas.
Let's go to Eric Johnson from WSLS in Roanoke.
Good morning, Demario. Appreciate your time. Just thinking about the offense, I know Coach Freeze said it's been kind of lackluster the past few weeks. Is there anything different you guys can do to get off to a better start and find consistency on that side of the ball early in games?
I would say, to be honest, DJ Stubbs. Give him the ball more. You see, as he make plays. As he catch the ball, he gets 15 yards almost every play. I think he a big key in our offense, but we not using him as much. Yeah, we play the same position, but I feel like DJ Stubbs is one of the main. We use our outside, but DJ Stubbs is like one of the main players on our offense.
Let's go to Ryan Boyd from FXR.
Demario, just talk a little bit about being, 4-0. I mean, how does it feel to be 4-0 right now?
It's different. I never been, 4-0. I won states in high school, but college 4-0 is different. I don't think I've never been undefeated in my life, besides like Pop Warner. But other than that, it's different. Feels great.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
John, go ahead.
Kind of tagging on that, Demario, 4-0, but you guys, you were undefeated last week, big favorites, and you came out, kind of like you had a chip on your shoulder a little bit. Is that something that the team is trying to keep that as you move forward, kind of play with a chip on your shoulder type mentality?
Yes, sir. Every week we throw that game in the trash. That game's over with. Now it's Syracuse. We focus on Syracuse, and that's all. We don't even think about the next team we play after Syracuse. It's Syracuse until after the game is over with.
Demario, what about playing a game inside? I mean, I don't think that you've probably ever played an indoor game before. I mean, is this something you're looking forward to, or just playing in a dome? And have you really even thought much about that?
Oh, I really didn't think much about it, but it will be different. We won't have any fans, so that's different also. So I guess it's going to be very different. But playing in the dome, you'll think NFL. So, it's not as time to get the NFL mentality. That's where I want to go. So I'm going to just, have that mentality. I'm in the NFL and then try to ball out.
Damian, go ahead.
And Demario, look, at the special teams performance last week, was there a shift in mentality on that side? Anything changed in terms of how you guys approach special teams? And was there a message either Coach Burns or Coach Freeze gave about special teams, how important it needs to be moving forward?
Since day one, Coach Burns say, if we do anything on special teams, if we say we score on special teams, it's a greater chance that we will win the ball game. So special teams is very important. Coach Burns preached that since I got here my freshman year.